So imagine this. You have helped your husband build his writing career, you've had 13 of his children, and you've also helped him manage a 4,000-acre estate. And your husband decides that he believes in celibacy in marriage, anarchy in religion, and poverty in lifestyle. That was the situation for Sofia Tolstoya, who was married to Leo Tolstoy, who wrote War and Peace and Anna Karenina, among many other pieces. Welcome to Art and Commerce, where we talk about all things related to art and money. And right now we're working through a series on what I think is one of the best financial assets an artist can have, a wife. When Sophia and Leo were married, it did seem to be a love match. There was a meeting of the minds, they could connect intellectually. Sophia was actually a writer in her own right, but she spent most of her days handling logistics on Leo's behalf. Sophia transcribed and edited Tolstoy's work by hand, and his daughter Alexandra later described that transcription process as having to know how Tolstoy thought and what he wanted to say so that you could fully capture the meaning of what was on the page in your transcription. So this was not simple secretarial work. And Sophia actually ended up working through the manuscript of War and Peace 7 times. Because Sophia was keenly aware of the cost of their lives, she firmed up the business side of his writing. She acted as his literary agent, as his publicist before we really had a term for that, as well as just the general manager for their lives. And the more extreme Tolstoy's beliefs got, the more difficult Sophia's life became. She is faced with this constantly critical husband who will criticize her for liking worldly possessions and wanting to keep financial affairs in order. And it's not like he's like not living on a beautiful estate. He's benefiting from all of her worldliness, meanwhile just complaining about it. At one point she wrote, "His sermons on love and goodness have made him indifferent to his family." Their relationship was famously contentious, and that contention created enough space for a young disciple of Tolstoy's named Chertkov to worm his way into Tolstoy's affections and into his literary life. Tolstoy signed a secret will that appointed Chertkov as the sole executor of his literary estate, which essentially cut Sophia out of Tolstoy's legacy after his death. In the end, Leo's well-known anti-establishment beliefs and actions, he had actually left land for local peasants in his will. Those things helped protect his family when the Russian Revolution rolled around. And Sophia survived the revolution, and she passed away in 1919 at the ripe old age of 75. Follow for more pieces that are all about the intersection of art and money.